Well, it's always, and that group, that's a special group. The chemistry of those players there. I mean, you look at you have veterans like Jason Kelsey, Warhorse. Had him when I was a rookie. Lane Johnson, we're probably one of the best athletes at playing tackle in the league. And you got Jordan, and then you get those guys, you get that chemistry, and they police each other. So for them to have that grit and just that mean, nasty attitude, and you just got to coach it and get it going in the right direction.
One man who is no stranger to Philadelphia football is our next guest. He is Coach Eugene Chung. He joins us here on the Football Playbook. What up, Coach?
What's going on, Rick? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing the best I can. It's always good to see you, though, and catch up and chop it up and talk some football. So you're checking in down there in Florida, I believe, correct?
I tell you what, the weather's beautiful down here, as always, just like Philadelphia. Always sunny in Philadelphia, always sunny in Florida. So it's my Philly away from home. You know what I mean? Down here.
Yeah. No, we're going to be making the listeners jealous because I'm over here at the ocean.
There we go.
Atlantic City, Philly. Let's start off with the Eagles because a lot of people are anointing the Eagles offensive line the best unit in the NFL. And we'll start off with the anchor there. Jordan Mailata is a guy, I mean, he was a reclamation project basically when you got your hands on him. But let's start off with Jordan Mailata. I mean, how proud of you are you to see him get that big money deal and develop into what he's become?
So proud. I couldn't be any prouder. It's like having my own son and developing him. When I first got my hands on him, I had to help him put his chin strap on his helmet. He just, they didn't do that. So it's like buckle it up, so to see this transformation in him. And then when he signed his extension, he FaceTimed me and said, "Coach, this is what I just did. I want to thank you so much for taking the time and believing and doing all that." So for him to do that and to be where he is right now, I mean, it's just, I couldn't be proud. And what a great human being at the same time. It couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah, and to reach out to you and show that appreciation, man, that must mean a lot. And, for those who aren't familiar with Coach Chung, him and I worked together at the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl out there. He was our O-line coach, and then extensively as the head coach at Hub Football, which we'll get into in just a moment. But, Coach, you are one of the greatest on-field teachers I've ever seen because every single rep is a teaching moment for you, good or bad. You let the guy know, hey, that was a good rep or that was a bad rep. Here's what you could do better. And I've seen guys like they come out to Hub Football, they're a better player by the end of the day, just by your constant teaching and preaching and reinforcing that technique. I'm curious to know, have you been able, and I know you got a new gig down there that we'll talk about too. Have you had any time? Do you keep tabs on the Eagles from a distance? Have you seen this offensive line play? And by the way, the O-line coach there is getting a lot of props and kudos. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him or not, but what do you make of this Eagles offensive line unit?
Well, it's always, and that group, that's a special group. The chemistry of those players there. I mean, you look at you have veterans like Jason Kelsey, Warhorse. Had him when I was a rookie. Lane Johnson, we're probably one of the best athletes at playing tackle in the league. And you got Jordan, and then you get those guys, you get that chemistry, and they police each other. So for them to have that grit and just that mean, nasty attitude, and you just got to coach it and get it going in the right direction, and you have something special. I mean, you have these trained athletes now that are just working on the same page because they've been together for so long to build that continuity, and it's a plug and play. After that, guys will come in and they'll fit right into that type of system. So it doesn't surprise me that they're being touted as one of the best in the league. They just got to stay healthy, So that's a huge part of the game right there is just staying healthy.
Yeah, I mean, your best ability is your availability, right?
That's right.
I'm not going to worry about Kelsey too much, but he's already banged up.
Yeah.
Seumalo is coming off the injury, Isaac from last year. So you're right. It depends on the durability. But if they do stay healthy,
oh my goodness, the sky's the limit there, And if they can give that quarterback some time and open up some holes and have that balanced offense, I mean, it goes back to our O-line in the Super Bowl year. We were banged up, but we were all working together and we had that continuity where everyone was working on the same page. The guys didn't even have to finish each other's sentences. They wouldn't even have to make calls. They'd make a little grunt here and there, or just look, say, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. To keep no secrets up front. I don't care if the defense knows what we're doing, you still have to make a play. So that's where that continuity comes in, and being able to play together and through the years, and just and then camaraderie. That when you build that, you have something special up front.
No, there's a lot to be said about continuity in the NFL for sure. We're talking to Coach Eugene Chung, former Super Bowl champion, the story of the underdog. Who could forget that season? And the Eagles are looking to kind of repeat that performance now. Back in 2017, there wasn't a lot of expectations there. You guys kind of came out of nowhere, caught some people by surprise. This year, there's a little bit of expectation because they made the playoffs last year. Coach Sirianni, the only rookie head coach to guide a team to the playoffs. So people are looking for the Eagles to take a next step. I guess my question is here, was there a moment looking back to that championship run? Was there a moment during the season where you said, you know what? Something magical is happening here.
For me, it's probably when we were 10-1, when we hit that 10-1 mark, and the way we were winning these games. They were. I mean, every game is determined by play here or there, but the way we were winning these games and the confidence that was brewing amongst the people. That year Carson was having an MVP year. And then we're playing the Rams out in LA, and he gets injured. Out ACL out for the season. It's like, oh my gosh! But you saw the way the guys rallied, around Nick, and we didn't miss a beat. It's like next man up. We had this motto, and it's on our ring. It's like we all we have, we all got, we all we need. So we always looked within. So it was basically next man up. Let's rally around this person. Let's make him the not the weak point, but let's make him part of the chain link fence. So really, it was after that, kind of like that Rams game where Nick came in and rallied, and we won, and we clinched the division at that point. You felt it. You felt it in the locker room. You felt it out on the field. You felt it out on the practice field. It was something special. So keeping our blinders on, we just kept pushing forward. And that's, next thing you know, we're winning the NFC Championship game, and we're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's an amazing story after that. I mean, we can sit here for hours talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
All the little nuances that, the outside people don't know, but it was absolutely amazing.
Well, I think we could sit here and talk about hours about the celebration in downtown Philadelphia. I mean, what a party. I always say that's the best party I've ever attended.
There might be young kids listening to this. We don't want to get into too much detail, but it was Mardi Gras on Broad Street.
Yeah, what you heard is true.
Whether you saw it on the NFL Network or not, it happened. So, beautiful thing. Mardi
No
Gras
doubt.
on Broad Street.
No doubt. So Coach Chung here. Like I said, it's a family affair. Sometimes we cry over happiness. We have so many good times here. Tell the folks listening at home, you've got a new coaching gig down. Are you athletic director? Are you coaching down there in Naples? A little bit of both. I saw an article going on about you.
Right. So I am coaching down here. It's at a private school down here in Naples. It's a pretty amazing private school. And they just named me the athletic director for this school. So it's kind of like the sky's the limit with this. It's very huge school that's into academia, but they want to beef up their athletic program also. So with that, and with the team I have around me, we just built a brand new fitness center here. I wish I could show you pictures of it. It's absolutely beautiful. I wish I had this my rookie year, in New England, but it's absolutely beautiful. And you have the support of the community, and the school itself is a community. So yeah, it's kind of all the above. And then still training NFL guys, still training college guys, giving them my expertise. I appreciate the shout out of the coaching on teaching on the field, but
yeah,
I'm doing that. So it's a great work-life balance when it comes down to it.
No, I love watching you in action because I pick up so many tips and technique, stuff that I would never even have known just from your tutorials there at the Hub football camps that we'll get into in just a second. But I did see pictures of this facility, man. I'll tell you, they don't have high school football facilities like that in New Jersey, but it's a big deal down in Florida, right? I mean, it's a hotbed down there, literally.
Oh, it really is. And the amount of athletes, as you know, and anyone knows, that come out of South Florida is unbelievable. And sometimes that's that edge you need, is to have a facility that's of that magnitude and quality. And with the group that we have that's helping us train these kids. It's just, it'll bring this program to the next level. We already have kids getting recruited to now they're all getting recruited to the Ivies, which is great, which is absolutely great. These kids are their academic comprehensions on a completely different level, and rightfully so. These are amazing kids. But yeah, I mean, kids are now starting getting recruited. We're getting the attention we need here at the school and in this area.
What's the name of the school again?
It's the Community School of Naples.
Okay. Well, they're lucky to have you, Coach.
Yeah,
I mean,
I appreciate that.
and hey, what's better than having intelligent players? They pick up the playbook quickly,
I
right?
tell you
You
what,
gotta
it's
love
easy.
that as a coach.
It's easy to coach smart players. I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Eugene Chung, lucky enough to have him here for a few minutes on the Football Playbook, taking you up to noon Eastern here. Just a few more minutes with you, Coach. 53-man cut down day. I'm sure you remember these days, and
all too well, man.
864 players will be released by the end of the day. We got a chance to link up with our good friend Don Yee during the pandemic, especially providing a platform for street free agents, guys who couldn't get into NFL buildings. And we brought them out. We did probably about a dozen camps out there in the California area, and 1 out of 4, I mean, we placed about 25% guys back into the league. And let's be honest, with the platforms like XFL and USFL and the Hub platform, it's as good as it gets to be a street free agent these days, isn't it?
Oh no, absolutely. To showcase, because it's out of sight, out of mind business. I mean, you don't have current film. So with this hub platform that Don Yee has created, and for us bringing out 60 of the top guys, invite only, to showcase their ability again on film, and especially the way training camps are today, there's not a lot of opportunity to really make yourself shine. It's tough. But with this platform that we have, it's like a one day combine, 1 day pro day, where there'll be scouts, there's film, and you'll have film of yourself to come out and show, hey, I belong, I have the ability, and the quality of coaching that we have out there. This time around, I got John DeFilippo and Philip Daniels, my Super Bowl cohorts.
Amazing.
They're going to be coming out coaching quarterbacks and coaching D-line, and I'll be coaching the offensive line and tight ends again. So to get that kind of detailed fundamental work, to be able to put it on camera, to showcase to these scouts that are going to be out there, it's priceless. It's priceless. There's like you said, there's 800 plus guys that are with pink slips looking for jobs, and this can catapult you, if not back to the NFL, to the XFL, the USFL, to the CFL. There's so much opportunity out there, but they have to know about you. So this platform that Don has created, I think there's so much merit into what he's doing.
No, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. There's a big need, and it's been recepted well by the NFL teams, the agent community, the player community. So, we're doing big things down there in Naples. Actually, we're coming to your facility on October 8th.
That's right.
Exciting. A doubleheader.
I tell you what, it's exciting time right there. And everyone here is so excited to see what this is about. I've been telling them about it for over a year. And finally, we're finally getting it down here. Thank God it's in October. It's going to be a little cooler. It's going to be a little cooler. But I tell you, it's an exciting time. And it's opening up the hub to the East Coast people as well. Because, before they've all been on the West Coast. West Coast is a little difficult to get to it sometimes, especially with the pandemic. But now, coming to Florida, the land of the free, they can come down and have a good time and travel unrestricted. So yeah, I'm excited, and especially for you guys in Hub, to see the facilities we have here.
Yeah, the Florida heat is no joke. Just go ask the Eagles. They couldn't keep up with the Dolphins there this past week. But one cool thing, though, that we're doing October 8th down there is also opening up the doors to players in the transfer portal. And that's kind of a new venture here for the Hub football. And 14,000 players sitting in limbo in the transfer portal. It's unbelievable when you think about it. And according to the SI.com data that they conducted, 40% of these guys never suit up ever again. They never get another scholarship. They never strap on a college uniform. And so basically applying what we did with the Hub Pro model, applying it to the transfer portal, because it's really a mess, right? It's still a free-for-all, this whole transfer portal.
Yeah, absolutely. And you figure, 40% of them will never see the football field again. I can almost guarantee you probably 80% of them don't have any film to be evaluated. And this is a great opportunity. The last camp we had in California was our first kind of portal taste. We had running backs, that were at community colleges before are getting signed, they're getting offers to come play for these colleges. So these kids that are probably good athletes and good players don't have any film that want to improve their situation. They need film to be evaluated. And what a better opportunity and what better platform than to do it here.
No doubt about it. October 8th, it's going down. Check out hubfootball.com. If you're a street free agent like DeAndre Torrey coming up, our next guest, or a player in the transfer portal, you can go to hubfootball.com and register. It is an invite only camp, selected, limited spots. And so it'll be an OTA style workout. Coach Chung, always a pleasure to have you on. Any parting shots for the people? Anything you want to get off your chest? Shout out to anything before?
Like I said, we'd be here for hours. But you know what? I missed the food up there. I missed the cheesesteak. I missed the peppers. The peppers. Can't find any good peppers down here. But you know what? I missed that area. I love that area. My wife loves that area. We'll be back up there.
All right. Well, definitely hit me up. I'll see you down in Naples in October, and I'm sure we'll be chatting before now and then, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Excellent. Thanks, man. See you
soon. All right.